Hello everyone, it is Simtastic for Real here, and I am back with another video. And in today's video I am doing a build video, and I don't know, I just really got inspired by building like a little blue house, and I was kind of thinking about doing this series on my channel where every week or every like 2 times a week or something I just kind of pick a color and just try to build a house based on that color. And today I did blue. So I did really try to make it so that the whole house was kind of in blue. But I did use some contrasting colors like whites, and there is some yellows inside the home, and I think some greens. So it's just really, I don't know. It is really nice. I didn't do like, I don't know. I know that there is like a challenge or something. I don't know if Little Simsy came up with it or if it was another creator, but I remember seeing a whole heap of like different colors. Okay, I did this house in all red. I did this house in all yellow. And I think the whole house is supposed to be that color. And for me, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to do that type of a thing, but I just wanted to like kind of have the outside of the house be that certain color, and then add some contrasting colors throughout the home. So like for this home, like I said, whites and yellows, and then I think there are some like green throw pillows on some of the couches that I chose, or some of the beds or something like that. This house only has it's all open floor plan, which I don't know, I've been really liking that lately, like just doing an open floor plan home. And so it's just got one room in it, and it's open, so there's no walls or doors or something on that room. And then, you know, the kitchen and living room and everything is all connected. So I don't know, just really liking that. And it is like a pretty easy build to do, just because you don't have a whole lot of rooms that you have to decorate and stuff like that. But I think it comes out really nicely because you can really go overboard with like the clutter and the decorations and things like that. So I kind of been just really liking that so far. I know like the last video I think I did, it was like an open floor plan. Well, the last build video that I did. So yeah, and then I figured just do a blue house this time. And I don't know, I was thinking like my next house, I kind of want to do like a yellow or like the pink or like something like that. I don't know. But I just want to pick, like I said, I kind of want to pick a color and then just try to build the house in that color and see if it even comes out nice or if it doesn't really look that great. I think I think this house came out pretty good. I used 2 different sidings on the house. As you can see, like it's a wood siding that goes up and down, and then it's kind of a vinyl siding that kind of goes from side to side on some of the house, which I think looks really nice. And I really like this blue picket fence because usually I use it in white, but I don't know, I just really wanted to use it in build for blue for this build because of course it's a little blue house. So it is really pretty, and it isn't that expensive, like I said, because it's open floor plan and you only have one room, and so you don't have to really worry about kids' rooms or anything like that. So it could be for 1 sim or 2 sims, whatever you want to do or whatever you envision for this house, you could do that. I do use some pinks as the contrast on the outside in the bushes, those pink flowers. That came with Island Living, but I thought it looked really nice against the house. I know this house could probably fit in any world, but I did build it in Willow Creek. I think it could really fit in Brindleton Bay because I am using some of the cats and dogs trees, like the cats and dog expansion pack trees, because if you have watched any of my other build videos, I do love those birch trees that came with the pack. They just kind of remind me of home because I grew up in New England, and so they just kind of remind me of home. And in the fall time in the game, they give off really, really pretty colors like reds and stuff, and oranges I think is one of the other trees that come with that pack. But yeah, and then I thought, you know, having a nice backyard out on the back, they have this nice little patio that you can host a barbecue or host a dinner party or something like that if you wanted to. And then kind of a little garden out in the back, like not a full-on garden where you could like grow things, but it's just kind of like that. I usually put those little bushes by the trees, and then I put those little pinwheel flowers there. I don't know, it just looks really nice. And then I think at nighttime they do give off a light, so they are considered like a light. But yeah, and then just adding in some bushes again with the pink flowers. And I thought it would be kind of nice to kind of separate this little area with the bushes are from the patio. I just thought that would be kind of a cute touch. So I added this little wooden separation in between the two. And yeah, like I said, I think that I always gravitate towards the white picket fence, but I don't know, I really like this blue. I mean, what do you guys think? I really like it. I don't know if it like completely goes with the house, but a little clashing is okay. I mean, it's fine. So, but I really, like I said, I would live in this house. I think it's cute. And it kind of reminded me of, I don't know, it just reminded me of kind of like, I don't know, like suburb life or something. I don't know, just like really cute. And then I added the bees in, so that way there we can probably farm some bees and get some honey and just take care of them. And I do like the bees. However, the bees in the game can be kind of temperamental. And so they kind of scare me a little bit because my Sims always go by them, and then if they're enraged, they get attacked by the swarm. And so I don't play with them often because if your Sim gets stung, they just have this really negative moodlet that just stays around with them. And maybe you guys can help me out, but I have a feeling that if your Sim gets stung quite a lot, I don't know, do they die or something? Because that always has terrified me, and I thought that that was a thing when seasons came out, that was the new death, that they could die from bees or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't in the game, but I thought that they could. So whenever my Sims go out there, and if they don't have a really good relationship with their bees, I usually put the little like bee costume on thing so that they don't get bitten. So, and I can't think of what it's called right off the top of my head, but yeah, so now we're going on the inside. And like I've said before, I don't really do my floor plans on camera just because, like I said, it just takes me a really long time. So if you see, I have added some things in the kitchen, like a fridge and countertops and stuff like that. And I did add that bed because I thought it kind of went with the theme of the house. It's nice blue and it has green in it. And yeah, so I just thought it kind of went with the theme of the house. But yeah, here I was just trying to figure out where the living room would kind of go, just because I do want a living room in this house. I know in the last open floor plan home that I did, we didn't end up having a living room, but I really wanted to add that in this build. So I added this, and I don't know, guys, I am so obsessed with those nifty knitting couches and chairs. I'm so obsessed with them. So I use them quite a lot in my builds, and so you will definitely see that a lot, that I use those. But I don't know, I just really like those couches, and I think it goes really well with like little homes, kind of like tiny home type looking homes. But this is not a tiny home. I think if I tried it, I think it has too many floor tiles. It might not though. It might for not the tiny home, not the micro home, but the one that is like the biggest that you can have in that tiny living pack, which I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head, but it may be okay for that one. Because I know that the last home that I built, I did try to do it in kind of a tiny home, but it just didn't work. And I think this one's not going to work either. I think I added too many floor tiles. But like I said, I'm so bad at the tiny homes because I just feel like your Sims they need more room to move around. because often my Sims get stuck everywhere, and so it just really aggravates me. So I always like at least 2 tiles that they can kind of walk through, because for some reason my Sims have been getting stuck. I mean, I don't know if any of you have been watching my Chen's Let's Play, but those Sims get stuck all the time, and they're like stuck in the bathroom, which is a pretty big bathroom. It's a good sized bathroom. And so I'm like, I don't understand why you guys are stuck here. And so I have to often just teleport them just so that they can get to school on time. It's insane. I can't. So I don't know if that's like a bug in the game, if everyone has been having that, but my Sims have been having such a problem just moving around the house. So the houses that I've been building are just, they're quite large, spacious, open, so that your Sims just don't have any trouble like moving around objects or moving around things. So, which should not be a thing, but it's just a thing right now. And then I have been loving that little magazine rack that I put next to that little table. I have been loving it and been wanting to use it in all of my builds, because I think it just adds such a great clutter to your home. The Sims can't use it at all, which I kind of wish that when they did the update and added some of the clutter items to be bookshelves, like the little books that were stacked together and they had like bookends on either side. They added those so that you could actually use those as a bookshelf, and I thought that was really nice. But I kind of wish that they had done that with the little magazine rack and maybe added some more like magazines in it and books and stuff. Just because I just feel like it would be kind of funny if they could just go over, not funny, but kind of realistic, that they could just go over, bend down and like pick out a book or pick out a magazine or something like that. I do wish that there was magazines in the game that your Sims could read, or like get a subscription to a magazine, and then like they could just get it in their mail every week. I think that would be kind of fun. And then like on the cover it would be like Bob Pancakes and Eliza Pancakes, or the Goths, or some like the Sims that are pretty well known in the game. I don't know, I just thought that would be kind of a fun idea to do, because I know that they do have like the magazine stacks now in the game, and it does have and that could be custom content too that I'm thinking of, because I know one of them does have like Bella Goth on the front of it, but I think that that's custom content. I think someone kind of separated the magazines and redid the covers, because I think that's kind of cool. And Bob Pancakes, I think, is on one of them. But Bob Pancakes is in the he is in the Get Famous. I think he's a poster or something, I thought, too. So that would be kind of fun if they added that, like little magazines that you could have and your Sims could read, and then it would be like, oh, so-and-so learned gossip about Bob Pancakes, or so-and-so learned gossip about Cassandra, or, stuff like that. I think that would be kind of funny. But yeah, so here I am using some of the cottage living. Sorry, I just went like off on a really big tangent there, but yeah, so here I'm just using some of the cottage living. Like I said, I really like the clutter items too. So build and buy would include the clutter items. I really love them. I really love that little bread box that came with Parenthood too, and that little pot that came with cottage living. I love it so much. I use it in, now that I've gotten the game, I use that basically all of my builds, because I just think it's kind of realistic that you just have a pot hanging out on your countertop, some like a little Dutch oven pot or something that you could put in the oven and like do stews or soups or things like that. I don't know, I just really like that they added that, because my parents and my grandparents and everything like that, they had those like just chilling on the countertops, and my mom would use hers all the time. So I just thought it was kind of cute that they added that. And that was the yellow piece that I was talking about, that little pot that came with cottage living. I put it in the kitchen as yellow because I just thought it kind of brightened up the space a little bit. And I don't think it came out that bad, guys. I really don't think the blue looks that bad or looks that weird. It did come out pretty good, if I do say so myself, because I did build it, so I'm probably biased. But yeah, and then I was just trying to see where I could add a trash can, because I do like adding trash cans in Sims homes, because I just think, again, looks more realistic. I have a trash can in my kitchen. I'm sure basically every person that owns a home probably has a trash can in their kitchen. So like I said, it just adds a little bit to the game. And I know that they do fill it up quite often, and then they have to have that outside bin that I put in the back of the house. They do have to have that so that they can just throw their trash out. And I was going to use the cheat where I could see everything, like all of the build and buy items, because I really wanted that Nifty Knitting, the mailbox that came with Nifty Knitting. Like, you have to craft it, so one of your Sims has to knit a mailbox. And I know that they have some really fun, cute colors, and I think they have a blue one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to use that cheat. But I just didn't have enough time to put the cheat in and look for the mailbox. But yeah, I think I might go back in and maybe add it. I don't know. Because I really want that mailbox. I think it would look so cute on the front. Because I did try, and I just used a season mailbox, but I used the light blue with the snowflakes. But I think I kind of want to replace it now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it's kind of a good sized kitchen too. So you have the table and countertops the table can actually now fit 4 chairs around it. At the start, I was going to just put it up against the wall, but then you could only really put 2 chairs if you had that long table. And then I was going to put this little round table over there, but then the chairs would be weird. I don't know if you could even fit 3 around it. I think you probably could, but it would be kind of pushing the limits of the game, I think. But yeah, I was just trying to find some like outside clutter or decoration items for the outside, and then I came across a cottage living. First I always put these little wind chimes in, because if your Sims listen to the wind chimes, they get this really cute little moodlet down at the bottom, and it's just so cute. So I always put wind chimes in my builds. I don't know why, but I just really like the little moodlet that it comes with. But I was going to put some vines up the side of the house, and then I was like, that would be dangerous with the barbecue. They would definitely catch on fire, and you can't really see them with the barbecue. All right, you guys, so we will be heading into the screenshots very shortly. I hope you all enjoyed the build today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you all in the next video.